everybody, and welcome to Prime Time with Coach Kary, your health and well-being advisor for thePause. Today, I'm really excited. I have Debi Beebe here to interview. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Debi, and I'm going to dig right into my questions because I have a few for her. Debi was a personal fitness trainer. She's certified in sports injury, pre and postnatal fitness. She worked for 30 years in the fitness industry in Los Angeles with a celebrity clientele. Ooh, maybe we'll have to ask her a little bit of the inside scoop on the celebrity fitness. She has done fitness modeling with several well-known nutrition and supplement companies, and she was the first certified Tae Bo instructor with Billy Blanks. That's a cool thing to have in your bio. She has partnered with a multi-billion-dollar international network marketing company that allows her to focus on helping people achieve their optimal nutritional health and financial goals, and she's the creator of the Manager Mindset Mondays video series. She's also an author and international public speaker. Debi she married her childhood sweetheart at age 18. That's so young. She has two amazing adult children and one extremely intelligent and talented granddaughter. Currently, she lives in Southern California, where she was born and raised. She enjoys hanging out with her family the most, working with and riding 3 horses, and traveling the world with her, I'm going to say handsome. You put beautiful. I'm going to say her handsome husband because he is very handsome, that Jeff. Debi, my first question to you today, welcome. And my first question, can you just share a little bit about your journey through perimenopause and menopause? Like, what changes did you personally notice in your body, your energy, your motivation? Let us hear what you had to go through.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I have a few stories wrapped around that. And thank you. Thank you for having me. This is so exciting, and it's so great to just get information out to all women, well, all people, but I'm just so excited to be here and be a part of this. So thank you for having me. Okay, so when perimenopause started, I had no clue. I had total meltdown. No clue. So what I noticed was there was a tad bit of depression. There was a little bit of weight gain. There was the hairy upper lip. There was mood swings. Oh, chin for you. And then there was pity parties. I would literally get in my car because I'd be so upset over the what seemed to be the silliest thing that I would never be upset about, and drive down the street, park my car, and cry. This is wrong, and that is wrong, and I had no idea because I had had a hysterectomy at age 33. Still had ovaries, uterus taken out, so I had no idea because I had no periods for so long. And then when I went to the doctor, the OBGYN, he did a blood test and he said, oh, guess what? And the next thing was, okay, well, then what do we do about that? And he's like, I don't know, you could do hormones or, bioidenticals or something, but I don't deal in that. And I was like, okay. So when I hit perimenopause and then menopause, here's a fun fact. My mom had had a hysterectomy total, so ovaries and everything, when she was early 20s. So did my grandma. There was no one to teach me. So that was my intro into perimenopause, menopause. And then I started doing research.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. And we talk about that sometimes at the pause, that this is a conversation that until recently, I don't think anybody was really having, unless maybe you had somebody who was very holistic. Like, I remember being younger and reading Dr. Christiane Northrup's books about the wisdom of menopause and things. And that was the only time I ever saw anything talked about it back in those days, back in the 1900s, Debi.
Back when we were riding dinosaurs still. I mean, seriously, it was so taboo. People didn't talk about it. And then I had no luck with my mom, my grandma, right? There was no talking about it because they had nothing to go on either. So, wow. Yeah. And I'm so glad we're talking about it. It's like, finally, for years, I was trying to talk to different women about it, but I think women were shamed, for having those hot flashes. Oh, goodness. Can I just tell you the story?
Yes.
I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I went to the grocery store, I'm 5'1". I went to the grocery store, and this cute, I think I was early 40s. Oh my gosh, he was so cute. I don't know, 20 years old, working in the grocery store. I'm on the aisle where I need something that I can't reach.
Mm.
And he comes up and he's got this cute smile and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I can't." And the minute I go to speak to him, I feel a hot flash and they're internal, right? And
Yeah.
it's coming up and I feel myself turn beet red. And now I'm sweating, like within a matter of seconds, I'm sweating. And I'm standing there looking at him and he kind of looks at me really weird. I was so embarrassed. Like, I'm not getting hot and sweaty because of you. But yeah, I just remember those moments that
Hmm.
seem to be so embarrassing and nothing that we can control, so to speak, you know?
Mm. So you and I are both passionate about fitness. It's our history, our background. It's what we like to do. We're the odd ones that actually enjoy going to the gym. We don't have to talk ourselves into it. Well, some days I do, but for the most part, we love this. Was there anything that surprised you about how your body responded to exercise as you were going through that transition? Did it influence your approach to fitness?
Oh, goodness. Yes and no. I think, change is inevitable, right? Change is going to happen on the day to day. Change is going to happen. Our bodies change, our hormones change. Um, I love to lift. I love to kick and punch, Tae Bo, martial artist. Like I love to do all that. I was finding I was getting a little limited in some of the action. And like you mentioned, the mindset of there were days that I was like, oh, God, why am I even doing this anymore? I kind of felt defeated sometimes. So
Mm,
I had to make sure I stayed in the game to keep myself feeling good.
mm,
And then we know how much exercise means to our bodies. Like we have to move. We have to move. I had had a back fusion surgery. So what I had learned is no more cartwheels. So there was that. But yeah, besides that, I just knew I had to stay on top of it and I had to keep lifting. And I would go to the gym, even if I were what I call babysitting a workout, even if I just moved and it really didn't feel like it was doing anything. It wasn't enough weight. It wasn't heavy enough. It wasn't long enough cardio. It just wasn't, it was babysitting a workout.
mm.
Just movement made such a big difference mentally.
Yeah, yeah. And when you know all the positive benefits, and if you've studied it or read it or been certified in it, you're motivated on a different level because I hear you 100%. There was times when I was at the highest stress levels in my life where I knew I needed to move and I would move and it wouldn't even give me that feel good feeling because I was so far gone this on the stress level when my firstborn he was medically fragile and he passed away in 2013. So as a caregiver, I kept myself moving because I knew I had to stay alive and protect myself, but it didn't always feel that great and I wasn't getting that euphoric, oh, that was so amazing. And that was scary for me as a healthcare provider. Very scary. Yeah, and I had to change a few things during the perimenopause menopause transition. My knees would literally start to get sore, and I love to jump. I mean, I used to be a fitness competitor, so I was traveling all over the world, jumping, flipping, and I didn't start doing that till in my 20s and 30s. I retired at 34 and then had five babies. But I love to do box jumps and all that, and then my knee would be sore, and I finally put two and two together, and I'm like, oh, you really have to watch the inflammation levels in your body and be careful. And so I changed it. I took jumping and I took running long distance right out of my workouts. Have you made any changes like that or?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And the kicking, definitely. I love to kick. That is my thing. Being a martial artist, I was called a kickologist. I had to back that almost completely away because of like you're talking about the ligaments and the tendons and our joints.
Yeah,
It changes. It
yeah,
just changes. And so I couldn't go as hard or as often. And now just once in a while I just kick just because I love it, but I have to be so careful.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, that was one of them. And I don't do any running anymore
Hmm.
either.
Yeah,
So same with that or jumping and I protect my knees.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What recommendations do you have? So women who are in this prime, I call it the prime time of life because, midlife, whatever. I mean, that sounds like life's half over to me. And I live for today. So, I mean, I'm alive right now. That's all that matters, right? So, this is the prime time of life. Today is a good day because I am here. I am alive. And none of us know how long we'll have here. But what recommendations in general do you have? Like, if a woman's asking you, Debbie, what should I be doing with fitness? Like, is it cardio? Is it weight training? So, what's the advice that you like to give people when it comes to fitness?
Weight training, period. Weight bearing exercises, and don't be a sissy. Don't say, oh, I
Mm,
don't want to lift over 5 pounds because I'll get bulky, because you're not going to get bulky. And we need our muscle mass. We need our muscle mass more than ever. And as we age and as we go through perimenopause and menopause, the muscle mass reduces. We
mm,
have to stay on top of that to keep our knees healthy, to keep our
mm,
joints healthy, to keep our whole system healthy. We
mm,
need that muscle mass. So weight bearing exercises, start with the fives, go to the tens, hire a trainer. If you
mm.
don't know what to do in the gym, you know, spend on yourself, do that self-care, do that for you. And you're going to find that you're a lot healthier.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely,
yeah,
that's it.
you're in the fitness industry. You train celebrity. Hey, can you give us any inside scoop on anybody good that you trained or a fun fact or are
I
celebrities
mean,
just like the rest of us?
oh my gosh.
Are they needy?
Yeah. No, so overall, let's go general. Overall, they're quiet.
Oh.
They're quiet. So, we have our fun. Okay, so Magic Johnson used to take my Tae Bo class a lot, and he would be in the gym. Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
and love my guys. I trained Brooke Shields,
Mm.
Jenny Garth from 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. So we had a lot of Sugar Ray Leonard would take my boxing class, like Sugar Ray Leonard. He would come in, and there was just all kinds of fun celebrities. But yeah, I love my celebrities, and they're kind of quiet. Um, I probably shouldn't say much more. I don't know how long is that signed contract for? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just careful.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I was competing and traveling and on the stage, my trainer would always say, "Save it for the stage, save it for the stage," like because I would be jumping around like a exercise
Yeah,
bunny,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he'd save it for the stage. So I'm
yeah.
assuming, and I once met Tony Little, woohoo, Tony
Oh
Little
yeah,
with the
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he was at one of my fitness competitions, and I was shocked because on the stage he's a different guy than when I sat with him at a restaurant for a little meeting about he wanted me to represent and wear those bouncy, remember those bouncy things people would bounce around?
Oh my gosh, I've done all of it.
Yeah, right. And he was like he talked like this when we were in person together. It was
Yeah,
like you're not the man that we see on TV.
it's so fun. I used to like do all the Arnold classics, and
Yeah.
so I've hung out with Arnold. I got a picture with Richard Simmons. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a big
me
deal.
too. Oh, me too. Oh, he's a oh.
I, oh,
Okay, let's go into mindset because I know you're really all about the mindset. So,
I am.
how did your mindset around fitness, self-care, did you have any shifts as you moved through that perimenopause, menopause? Like, did you have to do anything to really, more self-care, more professional development? Is there anything special that you did or any shifts you had?
All of that.
Mm,
All of that. In the fitness industry, definitely there's so much body dysmorphia, and I don't think that anybody comes out of that unscathed, and including me. And so coming to realization that like I said, change is inevitable, right? Coming to terms with there's change going on, definitely my mindset had to be going to self-love, self-care.
mm,
Absolutely. So um, it's a daily learning for me. It is still to this day. It is a daily learning that I have to just take care of myself
yeah.
and love on myself, and um, look in the mirror and say, hey, you're beautiful. And like you said earlier, I'm alive, I'm here, I'm healthy, I feel great. I keep talking to myself in the
Mm,
positive, along with going to the gym and making
mm,
sure that I'm going out there and doing something fun, something that I love. on the daily, whether it's something for 5 minutes that I enjoy or something, that I'm going to grab Jeff and we're going to go do. It's all about self-love and self-care and knowing that we are more than our bodies,
Mm.
and our families love us and we love our families. So I think focusing on love and gratitude is definitely it's something to do. And when you're going through perimenopause and menopause, I can hear some of you going, okay, like I understand. However, if you just remember that and make it a practice, I promise it'll help.
I wanted to ask you specifically about timing. This is a good time. What time of day do you prefer to work out? Is there a preferred time and then like a best time, or this is the only time I have? What happens for you? Do you schedule your life around your workout, which I tend to do, or do you schedule your workout in your life?
Oh goodness, that changes a lot. In my perfect life,
Mm,
if my night owl self would not be a night owl, I love first thing in the morning.
mm,
However, I also love to stay up late. So being at the gym at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. pretty much hasn't been happening this last year. I do think, and I am of the belief, that if you can get up first thing and head to the gym or whatever your workout, maybe it's a
right.
dance class, maybe you're going to go on a run, like whatever that is,
Hmm.
first thing, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, grab a little bit of water or something and head out. I think that that makes for a better day. I really do. I
Yeah.
really do. And so my workout varies. Some days are like that, and then other days I have meetings. And I try to schedule my meetings later on in the day so I can hit the gym first because I feel like I'm fresher in my mind if I do that.
Yeah.
Uh, but sometimes I have to do my meetings and then go to the gym. So 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe noon would be it for me. But if I had my druthers and if my night owl would turn off, it would be first thing in the morning, straight out of bed.
Nice, love it. We were just talking about self-care, and I was going to ask you. I know you're using the Pause app, right? What features do you use? Have you listened to the meditations in there, or what do
I
you like? What do you like a lot in the
Yeah,
Pause app?
I love all of it. And let me just tell you, and I think this is highly important that this app has everything. Like you don't have to get all these different apps. I feel like it
Mm-hmm.
has everything for our care, for our self-care,
Mm-hmm.
with the meditations. And then I love the daily logging in and all of the things that you can check off, how you're feeling. I
Yeah.
love all of that because I can take that to my doctor,
Mm.
you know, and a lot of times when we go to the doctor, what happens? We tell what's going on today or yesterday. And then they'll say, okay, so 3 weeks ago when you started feeling, what was this? And you're like, ooh, I don't know. This logs all, like I can pull this app up. So I love everything about it. I don't have to go somewhere else for meditation. I mean, I love to research, but I don't have to go for information. Everything's right there. I
Yeah.
love it. And it's community.
Mm.
It's community. And so I can have all of my friends have this app and we can talk about it. It's community and we're all
Right.
on the same page. I love that.
And a lot of the people in our Facebook group will be watching this video of us talking, and that's part of our community. So the app was, developed by Susan and Dr. Mia, and then all the rest is like basically part of it. I think of it like a membership. I think my gym membership, is about the same as you can get the app for the entire year. I pay that per month to have this membership in this community, and I just love like we have the next Q&A with the doctors. Do you ever listen to them in the Facebook group, Dr. Mia and Dr. Jen Burke? They're going live on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they,
Yes.
they go live and answer Q and A's,
Love
the workshops. So there's so much value that we have. And I love how you mentioned to be able to track your moods, your symptoms, and show, because we know in fitness, when you were striving to do well and I was striving to do well in my sport, we had to track things, didn't we? So if you're not getting progress, it's good to have some form of tracking, right?
And the tracking is everything. It just really is. I love,
Yeah.
and it's simple. It's simple. It's user friendly. I love it.
Yeah, especially for us people, like I just know at my age, a lot of my friends don't even use a lot of technology or a lot of apps or whatever, but that's one that you can use comfortably and it's easy to use and it's not something difficult. Like it's
Yeah.
It works for me and my very low key tech abilities. Okay, next question. Many women are very frustrated, and I think we talked about this right at the start. We were looking at
Yeah.
ourselves and making sure we look all great. But
I
many,
know, right? Straight from the gym, hair out of the ponytail.
yeah,
Yep.
women, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's scary. You get all these body changes during menopause. You might be putting on a few extra pounds. Maybe the clothes aren't fitting, like changes in hair, your skin. All of a sudden, you go from, I'm not aging too bad to, oh, what the heck? The wrinkles are coming, the lines around the lip. Well, we have good filters here on the Zoom, but
I have a great filter.
what do you do? Like, what can we all do to maybe have a little more self-compassion and motivation to stay on track, even though we are going to be dealing with these inevitable changes?
I mean, I feel like we've kind of worked through that, but we have to, be understanding of each other. Um,
Mm,
Again, self-love, self-care, stay plugged into this group, this community, stay plugged into that app. One thing that I think would be a great thing as we're learning this new area of our lives, I think one thing that's really a great thing to remember is to listen, because a lot of times people will say, oh, this is going on, this is going on. And somebody will say, well, I feel the same way. Well, no, you don't, because every incident or everything for everybody is a little different. And so I
mm,
think listening ears and understanding how another woman is feeling is so important, and supporting her in how she's feeling with what's going on in her body, and then we learn from that, right? So I think quick to listen
mm.
and holding each other and giving each other support
It's
is
great
big.
that we have that.
Leaving room for our differences, because we all have, a little different stuff going on.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
100%. So, just to kind of round this up, something that's really been weighing on my heart lately is so many women are putting off the exercise. They're looking for quick fixes. They're not, we know, a lot of people bought gym memberships in January and like 90% or so stopped going within a few weeks. Um, if you're not doing it in your 30s and your 40s, it's not going to get any easier, is it, Debbie?
It's not going to get any easier. And fall in love with whatever it is, you
Mm,
know? So you and I definitely speak the same language. Like, we love to go to the gym. There's people that look at us cross-eyed like, you're crazy. I don't even ever want to step a foot in the gym. Find something that you're passionate about. Maybe it's hiking,
mm,
maybe it's a dance class. Just go out and be active. I will say again, though, weight-bearing exercises are so important.
mm,
My granddad passed away when he was almost 95 years old, and my mom, who was his caregiver, made sure that he got up and down from the
mm-hmm.
chair practicing squats,
Nice.
because as we get older, we need that strength, right? So yeah, it's not going to get any easier. So start now. Start now. Let's use those muscles, because as we get older, we want to live as uncompromised as possible.
Right. Yes.
So that would be, yeah, we have to keep our bodies moving. It's no joke, move it or lose it. It's
Yeah.
no.
And I think a lot of people are just saying, oh, I'll get to that, or when the kids are older, then it'll be my time. But having gone through perimenopause and menopause and seeing how my motivation and my energy and my, enthusiasm all took a little bit of a I'm like, how would the average Joe who doesn't work out and hasn't started, how would they even consider having the time or making that effort to get into a gym? So I mean, I feel like there's just a big mission here is to let these younger women know that they need to start moving it at a younger age and get those foundations in place and that behavior and that consistency so that it becomes something that you at least can acknowledge that you feel better after you did it, even though maybe you didn't want to go, so that it's easier to kind of keep it going throughout that transitional time because it's not going to be the best time to get started.
Yeah. And it's not about being a size two. It's about
Yeah.
moving your body and feeling good.
Yeah.
It's not about being a fitness model or looking great in a bathing suit. It's about feeling good and being healthy and being
Mm,
strong. That's what
yeah.
it is. You want to have that. You want to
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah. And you doing fitness modeling and me up on the stage in the bikinis and the heels, and I did the fitness modeling too. I mean, we did it to look good back then. Come on, we did it. We
We
did
had
know.
to.
We
We
had
had
to. We were
I
forced to.
I will tell you that that part of my job, I don't even know if I should say this out loud. I should be grateful for the job I had. I
Mm,
hated it. I hated
mm,
I hated putting on the skimpy little outfit. I hated the skimpy little bathing suit and heels and look good and like be perfect. Like I hated it, but I was paid. That was another component
mm-hmm.
in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
It was hard and it wasn't my favorite thing to do. I'm
Mm.
not ashamed of it. I just didn't love it.
Mm.
So there's that. I
Yeah.
love being strong though.
Yeah.
I love
I did love it.
and that's okay. That's okay, right?
We
Because
all
we all have, now look at this.
our own
Now
experience,
choose your exercise, right?
right?
We love lifting weights. Somebody else might not want to even go to the gym. They
Yeah.
love dancing.
Yeah.
Great. Like it's all okay. It doesn't, there's no judgment zone. It's just do whatever you're going to do to feel good, right? As far as exercise. But that was just one part of my job that I think because
It was the work.
it was the work.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, suck this in. Make sure this is
Mm.
up. Like, make sure your boobs aren't falling out of your top. Like, it was like all of that. So yeah, probably that's more right.
Okay, Debbie, if there's any something that's popped up while we've been talking, or any last piece of advice, or something that you would love to pass on to other women, maybe women who are entering perimenopause, menopause, or any women in general, just is there anything else you would like to pass on?
Yes, I say when you're entering perimenopause, menopause, when you're in that aspect of life, think back to puberty. Think back to when you started your period.
Mm,
What did you need? What did you want? What could have made you feel better? What would have made the journey better? What did you deserve?
mm,
And treat yourself accordingly to thinking back to then. How
mm,
hard was it for you? What would have made the difference? And treat yourself with perimenopause and menopause because just like when we started our periods, we couldn't
mhm.
have stopped that.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop perimenopause and menopause,
Hmm.
right? But maybe if we would have known, or our moms or our grand, whoever was helping us, transition into that part of our life, if they would have known better how to help us along better, right?
Mm.
Then maybe that experience would have been better. And maybe somebody out there, y'all had great experiences. I started my period when my mom and dad went on vacation without me and left me with my granddad.
Oh.
So there's that, right? Think back to that. What would have made that transition so much nicer? And treat yourself like that.
Ah.
Perimenopause and menopause. What would have made that better? And and take that time and teach everyone around you. Teach the younger women. Teach maybe your circle of influence that have already passed perimenopause. Maybe they're in menopause. Teach them what you know, and then please teach the men folk too.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop with, I think, back to taboo. It's been so taboo to talk about it. It's made us live in shame, a lot of us women in shame because our bodies are changing and oh no, when you're in starting your period and now you have hairy armpits and hair everywhere, right? And oh my gosh, cover that up, shave that off, and don't let anybody know. I think that perimenopause and menopause has been the same way. So
Mm-hmm.
let's stop that. Let's not be embarrassed. It's what's happening to our body. It's natural, it's nature's way. Everybody's going to go through it. So let's start celebrating it and let go of any shame wrapped around it and teach others the same thing.
Oh, thank you. That was really insightful. I've never thought of it that way. And what a beautiful way to end our discussion today. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with all of us at the Pause and in our beautiful Facebook group. And we look forward to seeing. I know you said you might pop in there and do a couple of little videos for us. And I know everybody would love that. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Thank you, Kary.